Hi everyone, I'm just coming on to do my wee tutorial for today. It's going to be another card tutorial, but this time I am using images and backing papers from my design team, and that is Nitwit Collections. Now I have chose their Grin and Bear It kit. It is the most stunning kit. I mean, I've only printed out a portion of it that I'll show you. But they're just absolutely stunning. I mean, these are some of the wee characters on it. That's their matting sheets, and if you'll see, there's actually 3 colours there. There's a white, then it's a beige, then it's a pink. They've got wee toppers. There's other toppers there. There's embellishments. These are just some of the wee border ribbons. That's more intricate ribbons with a wee floral and button on them. That's more of the matte and layering with a different few ribbons there. They also have, where did I put it? They also have this, which is the Whatnot collection. Now I can't remember off the top of my head how much these are, but you get 6 basically ready-made cards. So if you're sending abroad or anything, they're going to be one-dimensional. All you're having to do is add on your sentiment, which you get in the bigger kits, but you could easily write that on with your smaller kits. Maybe a bit of stickles, or maybe even an embellishment of your own above that to make it dimensional. Totally up to you, but they're so versatile. The other one that I had, where did I put it? I actually had one cut out there, it's there. This is one I'm going to use, and it says thanks so much. I have actually been watching My Natasha, can't remember off the top of my head the name of the lady, but she owns Natasha's Scrapbook Corner, and she's doing a challenge for you to thank your store owners. So I've got quite a few stores that I buy from regularly, and they are small Facebook places, so I want to send them a wee thank you message. So I'm making a few of these kits here, and this one will be going to one of them, but I'll obviously bling it up a wee bit with maybe some glossy accents, a wee bit of stickles, some Sakura glitter pen, just to make it a wee bit extra special. But it's so pretty, and if you're not a card maker, these are ideal. You print them off, layer them on a ready-made card, and you post it with your own writing in the middle, and it looks pretty. So it's worth an idea if that's the type of thing you need. These papers are all from the same kit, and these are only a small collection of them that I personally chose to use in this project. So I'm going to go with the darker one for the bottom, because the card is actually darker that I'm using. It's a kind of pearlescent goldy coffee colour, but I think it works quite well with the image, so that's what I'm going for. So I'm just going to cut down this bit of paper, and I'm throwing things about all over the place, but that's okay. Craft knife would be good. So I'm just, whoops, it's alright. Then we're wanting it at, let me see, so if I go 10 across, That's about there. Put that up out the road now and see what I need the other way. So we're looking about 14 the other way. So I'll trim this the edge part off first. There we go. My blade's lovely and sharp, so there's no catching on anything. So we're looking at 14, so there's 10 there. And my 4 is here. And I'm just going to go over slightly because it is actually a little bit bigger than that. There we go. That's my first mat done. And we're going that way, so yep, happy with that. So my next layer, I think I want this soft pink one. So I want this one at 9.5. So I'll cut this part off first. So just holding it on, take that off. So we're going for 9.5. So oops, so there's it. Okay, we'll cut that away at the other side. That's probably something sticky on there. Right, so we'll just trim this edge off. Make sure it's nice and straight. Right, and then instead of 14 we'll go for just under the 14 I think, because I went just over the 14 the last time. I'll go just about here. And see how that looks. If I'm not happy, I will take another little bit off. No, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah. Right, so double-sided tape. And this is mega thin stuff. So if I wasn't doing this on camera, I would probably use wet glue if I'm honest. Simply because it's just paper. I would have liked it to be really stuck down, but as I'm on camera and I don't want to be having to wait, I'm just doing it with this. And I hope you're enjoying these 3 videos a week. I have got loads and loads of ideas for some new things coming up. and hopefully while I'm doing it I'll be able to promote my friends' shops, because I do buy a lot of products from them, and it's nice to be able to give them a shout out and let people that's watching know where I buy my things from, so you can go along and have a wee look as well. But I have downloaded a lot of Nitwit Collections stuff the last few days, and what I'm hoping to do is at least once a week do a new project with them. I have got an altered box that I'm wanting to do, so that will be coming up with a Valentine's themed Nitwit collection. I done a digital scrapbook page for them the other day, and that's on my Facebook page. Right, that's not even, so I'm not sticking that down properly just now. That'll do my thing, yeah. So yeah, I have been doing quite a lot of things like that. I need a wee bit up the top there because that's a bit ski with. In fact, I think I'll use a wee bit of wet glue at that corner. Oh. I think I'm needing to take some energy juice or something to give me some energy. Got none today. Right, so I'm just putting a tiny wee bit up there, just to adhere that bit down. I'll hold that open just in case I need it again. Oops. And now we'll do this one. But yeah, so I'm hoping to be able to do an altered box. It might be next week or the following week, I'm not sure. For some Valentine themed things. And I've got a few challenges that I'm going to be taking part in, including this one for Natasha's scrapbook corner. I've got a few stores that I want to thank, so there will be a few of these going out. I mean, it's always nice to thank them. As I said, I know, obviously because they're friends, how much stress and work they put into their stores. So I just feel I want to be able to say thank you to them. This time of year, sending a rack to them won't be much, because it's not the greatest time of year for our family, but I have got quite a few made items, so I'll be sending something that I've made. So I'll be quite happy to do that. And I know that Mary Fran and LG from Nitwit Collections have got lots of ideas up their sleeves for this year. I mean, their products are just amazing, and the quality of their images are fabulous. They print out beautifully. I mean, that was just copier paper I printed on today, because my printer decided to pull paper from the bottom of the pile instead of the top, and I wasn't going to reprint it all, so I just decided to back my toppers onto card and glue them down that way. So where there's a will there's a way. Right, so I need to try and be careful with this one. That looks about right. So I've got that now. It's a bit blurry actually. Try and clear you up a wee bit. So we've got that, which is the 2 layers, and then we've got this topper here, which I am going to be adding on pop dots. And I'm just straightening it out a wee bit because I did back it onto card that was just paper. So if I put that there, I've got the sentiment there, and I did have a wee embellishment as well, this wee perlude thing. Thinking about that there. Oops, got a wee hair there. Yep, that'll do me fine. So pop dots are under here. Not the right ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these pop dots I use are sticks to anything. They're fabulous. There's no chance of these falling off. They're just, for me, they're the best quality pop dots I've found, and they're not that expensive either. So we've got our wee image here. There we go. And we've got our sentiment down the side. 1, 2. I'm just trying to line that up. I don't like them all to be samey. I like it a wee bit of difference in it. Right, come on, be good. Well, that's sticky, you don't even want to come off the backing paper. Right, so this one I'm going to add 2 pop dots to, and you'll see why in a minute. So that's 1 at the bottom there, so it's quite a dimension, this one, and then I'll add another 1 at the other side, like that, so it's like a stair, like a step, and it's so when I add it to here, it's got some base to it, like that. I mean, it is dimensional, but you've got 1 under the card, so putting another 1 under the pedal at this side makes it work with 2 at that side. Right, so now I am just going to go in with a little bit of my Sakura Clear Star dust pen, and I'm just going to go round the metal of the pearl. Well, obviously it's not metal, it's card, but you know what I mean. I think I'll do the same with the frame. Just give it a wee rim round it. And the same with the wee tag, I'm going to get around that as well, so they all tie in nicely. And to be honest, with this type of kit, you really don't need to add much more to it, because the kit does it all itself. Now, do I want to do anything on the bear? I think I might go in with a wee bit of pink on the wee. A minute, is this going to work? Let me see. Yep, there's a wee bit on this. And this is the Wink of Stella. This is the old ones before they brought out the new one. And I'm just going to get around the rose, just ever so gently, just so it's got a tiny wee bit of sparkle. I don't want it to overrun the rest of the sparkles. How does that look? Take it down there a wee bit. So there we have it, and you'll see there is just ever so slightly on the rose, but everything else has got a really nice sparkle to it. And that's your finished card. Okay, and as I said, that has all been printed out on paper. You can print it out in card, but the detailing on it is just beautiful, and it prints out stunningly. And the paper choices you have are extraordinary. I really just can't praise Nitwit Collections enough. They are so versatile to use. So I hope that's inspired you. And as I said, there's very little on that card. I have used one topper, an embellishment and a sentiment, because I didn't want it too overstated. I wanted to keep it very simplistic and let the paper speak for itself. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care for now. Bye.